So I am in Max after a good drink last night with my friend Paul from Bristol. We went to the new opening of, I forgot to make a video about it, didn't I? We went to the new opening of Yatai Sushi, and he treated me. Cheers, pal. So it's quite I've known him a long time, but first time I've ever been for a drink with him. And it's quite an interesting life. Both did similar things as 16-year-olds with a training course for engineers. And then after working for a while, it went to Thailand and did a year-long course in Thailand for Thai boxing. Ooh. Yeah, I said this Mac girl because there's a girl here, but she's just got a very loud, high-pitched voice. All right, Robin. And she says hello when she sees me. But there was a woman trying to clean a tray, and she just, don't worry about it, I'll take it, I'll clear it. And the woman's like shocked. Just the way she's talking to in this high-pitched voice and frantic movements. She's funny. What time is it, Rob? 1 in the morning. Right then. It was great. It was good. I did get into the sake. We had quite a few beers. She had got on her chest sperm. Well, it said superm. And so if it had been the U missing, it had been sperm with an E on the end. And then I finally figured it out, because Japanese don't put apostrophes or anything like, not apostrophes, commas. And I think what the t-shirt was saying was Supreme Me. Yeah, the place was quite busy. I said first beer was 9 yen, and then after that it's off price drinks until 7 o'clock. I can't see your name, friend. I'll just move this phone. Okay, sleeve. Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen those flowers. Everybody taking the flowers, because they're supposed to be there for quite a few days, the flowers. I don't know, what is your mum's name? Good morning, 409, okay. Kendra, that seems a strange name for a Pakistani woman, doesn't it? Or you just working in Pakistan? Hello Kendra, how are you, love? Assalamu alaikum. The mask hanging off the area. And last night there was this woman opposite, and she must have had a pink mask hanging off her ear for about 1 hour. And her friends just wouldn't tell her, you've got your mask is hanging off your ear. Very strange. The Queen's put some time in it. She's going back to work. The Queen, 93. She's a grafter. You like okay. Yeah, maybe he needs help making videos. The last video I saw of Iwami-san, he looked very, very skinny. I'm a bit worried for him. It's a nice sunny day in Japan today. Can you hear that girl? That's the girl. I think I have in the past gone like... Well, at least she's Genki. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today yet. Wondering whether I want this application form from... They tell my pension might take up to 6 months, Robin. Oh, really? He's got no. That's not good, is it? You know what? Like, he was telling me he thinks I'm strong, but I've seen him in his videos, and he was lifting really strong above the head. I don't know if it's 20 kilos or 20 kilos or something like that, or 40 kilos above his head. Must have been 20, 40 kilos is too much. And he was doing reps of like 10 and 20 above his head with all this weight. Fucking, that's strong, man. But, you know, you shouldn't lift too much, especially when you're getting on. Oh, I think it's 47 now. So, what's a fucking hernia? Yeah. That's not good. I've heard they're very painful. I've got a friend called Big John. He's very fat. Hey? He's 52 now. Wow. Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe he was 47 when he had his kid. Oh, that could be right, yeah. 47 when he had little Godzilla. Oh, yeah. Be catching up to me, some 52, wow. Yeah, I've got another friend, American friend, he's 47, and when he had kids. So I suppose it keeps you alive. Staying alive for kids. Yeah, I saw a story about, I think it was in England, this guy. And he had 4 kids in his late 40s, and he promised every one of them that he would see them graduate. And he did, and then he died. Tony Randall, 70 when he had a kid. And recently, what's his name, Bernie Ecclestone, I wonder if he'll turn out a spoilt twat like his other daughters. Yeah, I didn't see. I just skipped through that Trump video. I really didn't find that guy very interesting. I like him, the German guy, because I've like promoted his channel. Red Value, that's it. He makes good videos. I think all the staff here, once they finish the shift, I guess it's the discount, isn't it? They all come in and have something to eat after their shift's finished. Yeah, he's one of these kids, people that they go to university and they drop their accent once they get to university, because they don't want to sound like a twat. And so they go through life speaking, they're not themselves, aren't they? But I guess that if you're going to be in academia and you sound and you sound like Wurzel Gummidge, that's what talking to Paul last night. He's in his 40s, I think. 48. No, they don't have breakfast muffins all day. And we were talking because he's got this big ginger beard and all there, and we were talking about fucking Wurzel Gummidge and Catweasel. He preferred Wurzel Gummidge to Catweasel. Oh, fire and fruitcakes. You got some fruitcakes? I love fruitcakes. Awful. He's studying law. Oh my God. I've got a young friend who watches my channel. He's studying law in Birmingham now. He started out not liking me because I was having a go at a big YouTuber in England. Say that again. All right, Ed. Geek. Why don't you put some of those photographs on your channel or send them to me, Geek, of the devastation in your area? It's very hot and sunny here, Ed, if you're keen to know. I'm going to try and take some time off the beer. Try and get this weight down after I've got over my rough period. Oh, she's nice. I don't get on the weighing scale. I bet I'm back up to 110 kilos. So there was someone earlier on. Where's he from? His name is Shleeb from Pakistan. What do you think of that, Geek? He's a big fan. What was Petra Ecclestone in the paper for? Did she drop 200,000 on a handbag or something? I don't. Do you know the? You guys, do you know the Ecclestone daughters? They're famous for being very, very rich and having dodgy husbands. I think is he from Yorkshire, Bernie Eccleston? Do you think that's it? Is autumn here now, Ed, in Las Vegas? Still very warm here. Still haven't got the frame for this bloody phone. I should check on. I should check on Mo. She said she was feeling unwell yesterday. I got a new message. Did I tell you there's a new food delivery service starting in Japan called Food Panda, and they got back in touch with me to do the next step. But before I can work for them, I've got to get the next step of getting a fucking phone that works. See if that letter's come from Rakuten. I said I've got to stop drinking, but my mind is thinking now, should I go into, I don't know if that's for the first day or the first 3 days, they have a 9 yen beer. So I joked to the waiter that we're going to drink this 9 yen beer and go. That'd be quite good. So if I had a 9 yen beer and I didn't take the food, you suppose, the little 200 yen food or food charge, and then I just had one piece of sushi. Our cheapest piece of sushi would be 59 yen. So I'd have a 9 yen beer, a 59 sushi. That would be 68 plus tax. That'd be like 74, 75 yen. 75 yen for a meal. Would that be one of the cheapest meals ever? But the 9 yen beer was not the cheapest. The 7 yen beer was the cheapest from a few weeks ago. It was packed. There was a lot of old people in the sushi bar. People that I've never seen before. And really old. No, I didn't. I didn't meet the manager. There seemed to be a lot of people. There was a big group of people there. Looks like the 10 show. I might meet him in the future, but I guess because it's just open, I guess there's quite a lot of people there actually. They moved them around the shops, so I'll go into a shop and I'll know, like I said, and I'll know the manager. Do you know when they have that, when they put like that little LIL in front of names? Like little D or little whatever. Has anyone done it with Hitler? Like little Hitler? What do you think, Geek? So yesterday a couple of years ago, I cleaned out this place for my friend in one of his apartments, and the place had been evacuated like about a year before. But I think he was doing all right, selling stuff online like toys and things like that. You know, the Japanese models, and he had some decent clothes. This guy, but too small for me, like. And she's going to make a delivery. Yay! So, look at that. Those jackets look really cool, don't they? I'd like one of those because they go. Being Santa, that'd suit me down to the ground. And what was I talking about now? Somebody remind me. It's like I lost my train of thought. Look at these helmets. I think these helmets are really cool. I've been talking to Moy about some jeans that I bought like 20 years ago when we were in America. The idea was to just lose weight and get into them. And I tried looking for them last night, but there was just too much crap in the way. So I found this box of clothes from this guy, and they had decent clothes. And I took a pair of trousers, and I gave them to this skinny homeless guy. His jeans were all ripped to fuck, and he got a belt wrapped around that looked too big for him. So these trousers didn't look nice, and he gracefully accepted my offer. He might have wanted some food as well, but one thing at a time. And I found a Levi jacket in really good condition. So I might ask my daughter if she wants it, and then bribe her to get me a phone. How much are Levi jackets these days? Not cheap, are they? Do they have charity shops in Japan? No, I don't think they do. If they have old clothes, they have places where you can go and throw the clothes away. But when I went back to England, when my son was about 18 months, we went back to England to show our progeny to the family. And I stayed at a friend's in near Heathrow Airport, and I was surprised. Every other fucking shop was a charity shop. And then I realised I couldn't figure out what the con was, because there's got to be a con. And the con was that with this Indian guy, and he was collecting all the clothes, and he'd sort out all the good clothes and sell those separately. Then they would sort out, because all the staff were volunteers, stupid fucking old women. And then all the other clothes he would sell for scrap. So he was getting tons and tons of clothes a week he was selling for scrap, and he became a wealthy young man. And that was the con behind, and that is the con behind the shops. When you think you're getting like volunteers to do it, they think, oh, I'm doing my good for charity. You're not, you're just making an Indian guy very fucking rich. See, this is what we've got here. We've got two women who can't make up their mind, and the staff who's behind them, they have to wait until these fuckers have got served. Then if someone else comes in, they've got to wait until that person gets served. It's amazing how many people think they can save the world. Have you seen these extinction warriors? I don't know if I'm sure that Robin knows about them, but have you seen them, Ed? I used to like going in the thrift shops in America to try and get some decent shoes. Yeah, they fucking a few months ago, last year, they blocked up fucking London, chaining themselves to fucking roads. They're just cunts. The guy, the guy in charge just wants to be fucking famous. But now the government's cracking down on them. They're just all middle class fucking wankers. They've got nothing better to do. They don't have jobs, but they were stopping other people that did have jobs getting to their jobs. Uh, what size? What size shoes do I take now? Some are 9, some are. I think about 8. But I'm just trying to think with the Japanese size. So I think it's about 8.5 English. But the American sizes are different to British sizes. For example, an American size 10 is a British size 9. 95% of the socks in Japan are from like size 27, size 25 to 27. Yeah, that if you do sports as well, your feet will get bigger. Like judo, your feet get bigger when you do judo. And I took my judo sensei to London, and I'm sure you've heard of Churches, yeah? It's a big famous brand for posh people. I took him to Churches, and his foot was so wide, they just didn't have a size to fit him. So it was long and massive. And like I say, really big feet. He's about 95k at the time and tall. He's about sort of 6 foot. But like his feet just, like I said, he had no shoes to fit him. Like my son is, I take 28, I think, in Japanese size, and my son is 33, and so and there's a lot of like tall gaijin that come here. They have difficulty getting shoes. What size shoes are you in? Okay. You've got I don't, that sounds a little bit strange, doesn't it? But narrow. It's like like some kind of scarecrow or something. Yeah, this. I think like in England we had Clark. If you go to that that the church shoes, which I just mentioned before, they have like 4 different fits. Well, like I said, I wouldn't have known. I've never noticed. I didn't notice.